Stop.
Gotta do it hella big, had to run it back again. Run it back again. Light it up, represent, gotta do it hella big, had to run it back again. Light it up, represent, had to do it hella big, had to run it back again. Gotta do it hella big, had to run it back again.
Stop.
Gotta do it hella big, had to run it back again.
People in the back, get 'em up. One time for the people in the back, get 'em up. One time for the people in the back, get 'em up. One time for the people in the back, in the back, in the back, for the people in the back, 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 for the people in the back, 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 for the people in the back, for the people in the back, for the people in the
Gotta do it hella big, had to run it back again.
Stop.
Gotta do it hella big, had to run it back again. Gotta do it hella big, had to run it back again. Run it back again. Gotta do it hella big, had to run it back again.
Stop.
Gotta do it hella big, had to run it back again. Run it back again.
Hello, people. How are we doing this weekend? Welcome to the stream. Yo, spoiler with the 20. Thank you. Start this one with a bang. Appreciate it, my guy. Appreciate it. All right. I was about to say, no way the first idea that gets requested doesn't exist. Are the servers down? For fuck's sake, are you serious? Nope, there we go. I mean, we're at a new all-time high player amount at over 100,000. So it would not surprise me if the servers kind of broke there for a second. All right. You know, I honestly thought that this was going to be like a 12 times speed thing, but no. This is an interesting level so far. I like some of these block designs. I just kind of wish that the colors were experimented with a little bit more. Like, it feels kind of messy, but also kind of ordered at the same time, which is a weird thing for me to say. Like, there's no, like, real overlap between the details. Like, everything has their own little section, which is interesting. Yeah, I feel like there could have been, like, some more movement in the background, because it does admittedly feel a little bit flat. So maybe some more stuff in the background going on. Maybe some foreground elements or some effects would be nice. Oh, those are spikes. I thought those were ramp. Okay. Yeah, it's not bad. I just feel like it could have a little bit more going on 2 years ago. So I think a rate should be fine. What's up, goalers? How you doing? All right. There's Gonixel here too. Welcome. First 5 in order, correct. This is interesting so far. This reminds me of 2.0. I'm getting those vibes too. Whoops. I don't know how I missed that. You're about to upload a new level. Nice. This song is very loud. The song that's in this level. I don't know why it's so loud. These designs are nice. I like the color pulses actually. Like a lot of these black and white levels, they don't really have that many color pulses besides like making everything red and whatnot. But it's not that unusual to see. Like, I definitely see like these outline color pulses a lot. But I think these designs they're pretty nice. Nice, just simple lines. Like, when we get here, the level does definitely step up a bit, in my opinion. I don't know how I missed those pads, bro. I like the jagged movements with, you know, no move time. I feel like a lot of levels in this factory theme do that, and it's always, like, a welcome sight to see. I feel like this is the drop of the level. I feel like there could have been a little bit more going on. Like, I do appreciate the movement in the blocks themselves. But I feel like some more intense pulses would be nice. But yeah. And then we kind of get a little bit of an empty ending, but it's not bad. So it's like an 8-star, yeah. Chat, make sure to like the stream. Do it or else a spoiler will ban you. I think a rate would be fine. We had chat, freaking Chompo reached 1,000 likes without it being rated yet. Love to see it. Hopefully it can get rated this decade. Alright, Serene Winter. Ooh, okay, I like these vibes. I like the little highlights here on this line art. It like makes it not look flat, which is good. Do you feel like a shadow behind that snowman could have been in order? Because it kind of blended in with the white background. Is the queue random? Currently no. I'm playing the first 5 levels in order. And then for the entire rest of the stream, including after I reset the form, which will be around an hour into the stream, oops, the levels will be in random order. Just to give everyone a fair chance. This is pretty good gameplay. It syncs to the music extremely well. Definitely has some good vibes, this level. I like the little color changes. Like, it's not like the same white that we had at the beginning of the level. We got some more darker, more atmospheric colors. Good stuff. Hashtag rate Chompo. Yeah. Would be nice. 5 stars? I agree. Gameplay's a little bit learny. I thought it was pretty straightforward, but pretty good stuff. Alright, 2 more levels in order, including this one. Illegal Trap. Pretty simple design level so far. Whoops. Held a little bit too long there. Maybe some color changes would be nice. I feel like this background is a bit empty too. It's just yelling at me saying, hey. Whoops. Yeah, unfortunately this part feels pretty empty. There's a large disconnect between the foreground and the background. You also have Danger Cat. I feel like... Okay, yeah, you do have creative points, so... You do know how to at least make a rate-worthy level. But I feel like that last part just needed a lot more going in the background. This part's pretty decent. I'd say it's probably the strongest part in the level. I feel like during the drop portion, like, just needs a little bit more in the background. Like, I see you have like a wavy design going on right here, but make it stand out a little bit more. And then the last part, it's just too empty for me, unfortunately. I hate to say it, but if you were to like go back and change up the background, let me see if I can do something real quick here. Okay, what the heck is going on here? Okay, so we got these lines right here. Of course they're mixed, why wouldn't they be? I can't do an example. You know what? Color 21. I can't see this. Okay, whatever. Anyways, just make the backgrounds like a little bit darker or something, right? Like, it's hard to see. Okay, that's just a regular color. Okay, well this isn't a good example of what to do, but like, you did some weird color stuff here, and it's kind of hard to tell. Like, even doing the saturation. Okay, either way, just make it stand out more. That's the best thing I can really say. Just make it stand out more. Alright. The master. Okay. I feel like there could have been some block design in that first part. They were kind of just outlines. Some movement in the blocks here would be nice, I would say. Stream buffer, that's on you, bro. That is all on you. Tell your brother to stop downloading games. That's a bit of a random transition. A lot of these transitions could have used a little bit more indication. I will say that. Some block design here, like in the back here, would be nice. Yeah, it's kind of empty, unfortunately. You also forgot your corner pieces. Not the biggest fan of the colors in this part. That transition just didn't work or something. And a bit of a long end screen. Okay. Yeah, I think that this level could really use some color changes on some parts, some movements, and the transitions could be reworked, I think, because there's a lot of just like, alright, now you're a wave. And that first part, this part right here, could have had a little bit more in the block design because they're simply outlines. But yeah, I will pass on that one for now. Okay. That was the first 5 in order, so let's go ahead and do some random number generation. And we currently have how many in the 425 already? What the hell? $339. Yeah, I'm glad to see that my script still works with this many levels getting submitted at once. Glad I was able to optimize it in a good way. I think I've already seen this. I think you guys can see it now. So yeah, this is, I've already seen this. Seems like it had a little bit of deco, but unfortunately it's still not doing it for me. Buff decorated X-Step, yeah. There's some deco here, but I just feel like it's not enough, unfortunately. Like this part, it's kind of the same thing. I mean, I don't know. I'm just not the biggest fan of the block design here. The gameplay was original, then maybe could get rated. Yeah, it's kind of just like the same gameplay as regular X-Step, but just buffed. The best way I can describe it. And then yeah, this part, this is just like, I swear that's like the only buffed part of this level, of this part. But yeah, unfortunately I'll continue to not send it. Alright, 437. And we got 337. Another extreme demon. Gotta love it. Yo, spoilers, sending out a gift membership to Inquisify. Hope you enjoy your membership. I haven't done anything yet for it, but maybe I'll do some in the future. I need a femboy, not gonna lie. Alright. That's, yeah. You guys can't see it, but in the bottom left, there's some text that says that. He's got some interesting vibes. Am I still doing levels from the forum? Yes, I will always do levels from the forum. I feel like it's the most effective way to do it, to make it fair for everyone. Also for the chat to not be spammed with IDs, because it's not chat's being spammed with IDs is not an interesting stream to chat in, just in my opinion. It's cool though. I like it. Very good use of area triggers. This guy spammed his levels 4 times in the Triceps Forum yesterday. That's why I created a script that will delete any duplicate IDs. So that won't happen in my streams, so you don't have to worry about that. That was cool. I liked it. Just want to make sure real quick that wasn't verified with like click between frames or anything stupid. Nope, all good. Oh my god, guys, I have the 67th like. Good vibes. That's not for a feature. Why not? Yo, Duck with the membership gift as well. Wait. Wait. You sent a gift membership to yourself? How does that work? How does that work? What? Either you intentionally did that, or that is some insane RNG. Alright. A Remori level. I know this creator. I'm guessing this is an alt account? I don't know. Alright, the second gift membership. Thank you, Duck. Viber, I hope you enjoy your membership. You get to, you know what you can do right now that you have a membership? There's one video I have on this channel that is members only. And it's a preview for a level that it's still in the works, but it's just being slow. That's all I can really say about it. Why this song, dude? Why this song? Of all songs to use in a level, you choose this song? I hate this song so much. Also, this, the rapid flash between red and pink. Can we stop doing this in levels? Especially like modern and neo design levels. It doesn't look good. Members get access to my GD login? No. That is false. But yeah, this flashing, dude. Why? Why is this a thing? It doesn't do anything for the level. But yeah, this song right here. God. I hate that song. It's a decent level. I don't like the flashes though. And the flashes aren't there's no like warning or anything, right? Because especially towards the end, it's kind of like, you know, it's kind of a bit much. So I'll personally pass on this one. Very harsh mod. Okay. I'm allowed to have my own opinions. If you want a harsh mod in terms of sending levels, I'm definitely not a harsh mod in that regard. 473. I mean, I can be if you want me to. I can very easily turn into the mod that's like, hey, if I don't make this quality, or if it's not a quality as to the levels that I make, I'm not sending it. I could do that. But then again, I would send like maybe one level a stream, and that's not interesting. So, I don't do that. Very trippy colors here. Are those actual structures? They are. Interesting. Yo, Stanixel. Levels today are really good. You submit the level you submit on my server. Well, that's on you, because I mean, I'm not going to question your reasoning behind that, but you should know that I play every single level that gets requested in my server. So all you're basically doing there is like having the chance of your request there being void by like if I were to play your level in today's stream. This is an interesting level. I do kind of wish it would change it up at some point, because it's kind of this vibe throughout the entire thing, and it is also fairly short. Like I feel like there could have been some room for this level to expand upon itself, but I feel like with the 42-second runtime, it's kind of kicking itself in the knee. So, personally pass on this one today. Will I not send a level if it's verified with clip between frames? That is correct, because they cannot get rated. That is not a me thing, that is a Geometry Dash thing. Levels that are verified with clip between frames, Rob will not rate them. And if they do accidentally get rated, people will notice, and it will shortly get unrated afterwards until it gets rated once again, or until it gets verified with clip between frames, or without clip between frames. Apologies. That happened with a list demon not too long ago. So, if you want your example, that is your example. Unusual join activity. Yeah, that always happens whenever I stream. So, feel free to resolve that. Whoa, interesting colors, but unfortunately this is kind of messy. This part's better, but there's just a lot of overlapping details in the first part. Unsight readable. A level doesn't have to be unsight, or does not have to be sight readable. Just saying. I don't know where this whole sight reading needs to be a thing came from, but that's just people getting mad if they die to a level that their ego says that they can beat in the first attempt. But yeah, I feel like as it went on, it kind of got a little less messy, which is a good thing. But I do feel like there could have been a little more color contrast. Like, the shades here are fairly similar to the shades of the backgrounds. So I feel like if you were to change the background colors and do a contrasting color, like go from a contrasting color scheme to like a tertiary color scheme, or not tertiary, a triadic color scheme, or even a tetradic color scheme, I think that'd be nice. I can easily tell that these are just very much scaled up. Those are so blurry. I do like this background a little bit with the windowsills. Looks pretty cool. What texture pack do I use? I don't use a texture pack. These are just default Geometry Dash textures. Sight reading enjoys when practice mode walks in. Yeah, practice mode is like some players' kryptonite, and it's just funny to see. Some guy posted, some guy put on Chompo unsight readable, or like the gameplay is unsight readable on Chompo. Buddy, it's a demon. It's a higher end easy demon. It does not need to be sight readable. You're stupid. Yeah, I feel like this level just needs some color work and a better composition for the first part. I only practice 8 stars or old levels, or 8+ stars or old levels. Yeah, I'm pretty much in the same boat as you. Like, let's see. On this level, on Malzo's new level, it's first of all a demon, but second of all, it uses the breakable blocks in like a really cool gimmick, just like really cool gameplay ideas. So that's why I had to make this comment. All right, next level. How many do we have? Guys, we have been streaming for 32 minutes and we've already reached 500 requests. Crazy, dude. I can tell that the peak player count of over 100,000 that is currently happening is taking effect in these streams, which is nice to see. Where the beat's at, good song. This is an interesting level so far. I like how dynamic it is, just not the biggest fan of these spot designs. I also do appreciate the movements. They could be moving a little bit too quick, but I think it's fine to adjust to. I feel like there's just a lot of haze in this level, unfortunately. Yeah, some of these transitions are a little sudden, but it's not the worst thing. Yeah, parts like this, I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of like a bunch of lines going in like random directions. Like, you'll notice that I like to have very like grid-like backgrounds in my levels. I just always enjoy doing that because it's very ordered. Oh, that's an indicator, not a jump pad. I do like this person used the animated objects, then, you know, warped them like crazy to make these pretty much spinning looking pillars. Actually looks really cool. Good job using some dark glow on the sides as well to really sell the depth. Are we ending at the drop? We are. Unfortunate. Yeah, there's some parts in this level I enjoy. I just feel like it's a little too messy for my liking. There's some color choices are a little bit muddied, and there's a lot of overlapping details that like create like a hazy effect, which can be good in some circumstances, but I feel like for this level it doesn't do it enough justice for me to send it. But I did like the those pillars, so I hate to say it, but those 1 block wide pillars were kind of the highlight of the level for me. It's a good song choice too. I really like that song. 508. 153. Chub Stubs. Nice name. Alright, 3-minute level. Let's lock in. And it is an extreme demon. Showcase. Okay, let's bring this down to 1080. We don't need to be watching in a high quality. Let's see. Clip between frames. Nope. We are all good. Let's watch it. So what's everybody up to this weekend? Anything fun? For me, it's raining, so can't really do anything outside. Ooh, that's a trippy effect. Good use of the radio blur, I think that is. The big dash all weekend. Cool. Moving back into your dorm. I feel that. I always hated the weekend of moving back into my dorm after winter break. It was not fun. Going to Florida for your birthday? Well, happy birthday then. This is cool. This has got some really trippy effects. Had VIP access and a private chef at a hockey game. Freaking entitled. Look at Spoiler over here being so entitled, guys. God. No. That's cool. That's cool. These are some really interesting effects. Like, really good effects. I like the hands. I can easily tell that they were made by Alien because you can see all the lines in them. But, you know, I won't hold the creator to that. That's just kind of Alien's fault, which, in the end of the day, it's actually RobTop's fault because RobTop decided to not make the triangle objects anti-A-list. I think that's what Alien said. I don't know. That might be the incorrect term to use for that. Yeah, this level's cool. Got some really neat ideas. You're grinding the level. You're grinding wow. You're grinding the creation of 2 levels and Cataclysm? Well, good luck on that. I managed to rebeat Cataclysm in like 700 attempts after I reset my stats, which was surprising. I will say after I reset my stats, the most surprising completion that I did was Necropolis in like 180 attempts. I only died to the that section. You guys know what that section is when I talk about Necropolis like twice. Yeah, this is really cool. That's a lot of effects right there. Okay, we got another drop portion. Nice. I forgot this level's like 3 minutes long. What's the point of resetting stats? I was leaderboard banned, and the only way to get unbanned was to reset my stats. So I was like, you know what? I don't care about my stats, so I just did it. Yeah, what's up, 16 Lord? Welcome in. Yeah, that's a very cool level. Is it a Nong or anything? I didn't check. I don't see anything about it. Okay. Thank you, It's Viber, for the comment on one of my videos. Yeah, cool stuff. Could have had a little bit more for me to send it for an epic, but I liked what it was doing. All right, 524, and we roll 220. Why did this person said I don't have under the stream username? Buddy, what is your username in the chat? Song's not allowed for use. Well, that's not a good sign already. Let me just look through it real quick. Okay, so it's like a 1.9 level. Yeah, it just has some pretty cool plot designs. I like those for 1.9. Yeah, unfortunately this level has no song, so it cannot get rated. But, you know. Seems like it has some cool ideas. I like these mistletoes right here. Good use of these objects for 1.9. But yeah. No song, so if you come back with a song that works, feel free to request it again. That's crazy that we got the same weather. Thasm, bro, we both live in Virginia. What do you mean? 528. Like, you know we both live in Virginia, right? We both live in the same state. Will not be surprised if we live close to each other in the same state as well. 68. Ooh, 2 off of meme numbers. Thunderstorm. You were 5 minutes back in the stream? We'll fix that. Guys, it's 2014 again. Hello, real DJB. How are you? Welcome to the stream. I have a feeling this is about to get like crazy in 9 circles. Maybe not. Not sure what this level's going for. Because it started out with a 9 circle section. Like, you don't really see that too often in 9 circles levels, but I'm not going to be the judge. Jawbreaker? Exactly. Okay, we do have a 9 circle section. Gotcha. You can fit through that. I'm not going to though, because I can't be othered. I can't be asked. But yeah, I feel like, unfortunately, this plot design of 9 circles levels is always going to be viewed as outdated. Especially with today's standards. So I saw that triple. You were not going to give me that triple spike. Thanks, lol. All right. Jaw fixer. I'd say that's a pretty apt name for this. Have I heard of Fairfax? Yes, I have heard of Fairfax. Yeah, I feel like that level is unfortunately a little bit outdated, especially that 9 circles style. 536, good lord. 97. Side quest. Let's get it. You are Mr. Bast. Okay. Please give me money, Mr. Bast. Mr. Bast, I need this. Mr. Bast statue? See, real GJB knows. He's a Terraria guy. This has got some interesting vibes to it. It gives me like Jonathan Cheedy, like, sort of vibes. Do you feel like there could have been a little bit more movement here? We love Terraria in your house? Nice. I do like the wavy section here. Good use of the shader for that. Yeah, I feel like the block designs, they could have a little bit, like, maybe one more layer to them. I don't know. That's just me and my design creator stance. Not the biggest fan of this camera rotation. It's kind of unnecessary. How did I miss that, dude? What are my thoughts and predictions for the 2025 awards? The only things I can probably guess winning are Skeletal Shenanigans winning, whatever its category is, and then J Shadow winning Best Platformer Creator. Click to exit, bro. I clicked. Other than that, can't really say I have any predictions. It's a decent level. I just feel like there could have been a little more going on. So I'll probably send it for a rate. That's also not a 5-star. I don't die to 5 stars in practice normally, so I think that's more of a 7. You like Funhouse? Yeah, I feel like Funhouse might win its category. 546. Alright, we just rolled 544. So, this guy just got extremely lucky. Test 71. Very bright. Also, the sun, it doesn't exist between the mountain and the camera. Make the sun go behind the mountain. We are 40% through the level and there hasn't been a scenery change, so maybe add a different scenery change. Looks like we're continuing on with this one as well. I mean, these bot designs are decent, they're a bit flat, so I would add some shading in there. Also, that's a very harsh transition, both gameplay wise and color wise. And this parallax, unfortunately, is kind of, at least in the background, there's a lot of stuff that's like going in the wrong direction. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of that very saturated purple in a lot of levels. Like, there's a way to do that purple. That's like a 5-star. but it has to be done like a very specific way. Okay. Next up, we have 549. Yes. And we roll 345. Alright, here we go. You smell a sour level. What does that smell like? Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Pretty standard design level. Gives me some Sweet Sin vibes. I do like the movements here. I definitely think that this level has got like some intensity down. Designs are just rather simple and nothing that I haven't seen a couple times before. But it's a pretty good level. I like it. Especially like the movements, because a lot of levels kind of in this more simpler design style, they neglect to use movements. But he's got some good ideas for the movements. I like it. I'll probably send this for a rate, but Rob might feature that. $552. 347. All right, you barely moved at all. Witherstorm Gaming 5. Nice, nice username. Sweet Sin is such a good creator. I just wish his levels were longer. Yeah. Most of his levels like go to like the 1 minute mark, so it would be nice to see something a little bit longer. This level's got some good intensity because this level uses the beginning of the song. And the beginning of the song is some crazy intense stuff, but unfortunately the designs are rather simple. Whoa. Friggin' geometrical dominator part, dude. And it's a little bit empty, hate to say it. So guys, I went to Olive Garden today for lunch, and I got a question for you guys. Let's have a little bit of a debate here. Olive Garden breadsticks or Red Lobster cheddar biscuits? Which is better? Okay, everybody's saying breadsticks. I think Glitchy Bite might like the breadsticks. I can't tell. Yeah, I think I'll agree with the inverse comment here. Yeah, work on the designs. You got the gameplay though. The gameplay is pretty good. What was the question? It was, which do you think is better? Olive Garden breadsticks or Red Lobster's cheddar biscuits? And everybody's saying breadsticks, so. You think you would take the cheddar biscuits, but you also have only one Red Lobster, so you don't go very often? That's fair. That's fair. I sent the level? No, I didn't. I put it in my not sent category. We have 556. 309. We have a hard to insane demon. Alright. Good song, first of all. Do I think a level with very old deco can get rated? Yes. There have been plenty of levels that are just old, like 10 years ago. Like uploaded 10 years ago that have been rated. So obviously, 10 years ago, deco looking can get rated. Very interesting vibe so far. Whoa. There's a trigger at the beginning of the level to get swing indicators, and that's just, you don't need those. Come on. They got some good gameplay though. It is like hard demon though, so I decided to play this one just because I haven't played a hard demon on stream in a while. So I was like, you know what, let's do it. Yeah, I feel like there could have been some movement in the blocks. It's fairly static, and the structuring, it feels kind of empty. Hate to say it. Hold the entire way. Oh. There we go. It's got some good song representation though, I will give it that. Ooh, not the biggest fan of that gravity change there. It's kind of, I would assume that it's 1 times gravity, so that's why I kind of clicked it late there. Oops. There we go. It's got some good colors, I will give it that. Like this set of colors that's currently rotating through right here. It's actually pretty decent. I just unfortunately feel that the structuring is a little... It needs some work. Like a lot of the structuring is just like these 1x1 pillars. So maybe going through and fixing that up a little bit just to make it a little less empty will be really nice. But good colors, gameplay is pretty decent. I would just work on your structuring. Okay, we have time for one more level, and then I will reset the forum. You guys are going to enjoy that because there's 558 levels in the forum currently. So your chances of getting a level played will increase drastically after this. Sky Blue. You have a 2-star? 4-star. It's been a long time since I've seen a 4-star get rated normal by the general population. Okay. I like your little gimmick of block designs, like moving to their locations. I just feel like them just simply being outlines beforehand, it's just a little empty. Like maybe create a little bit of a base color as well. Maybe some movement here in the background would be nice, because it does feel kind of flat. Also, these are just like 1x1 objects, extremely warped. Actually, a decent way of using them. I like it. You know, any day now, if my game overlay wishes to come back Steam, it's still crazy that they haven't fixed that yet. Colorless fuel off, I agree. Yeah, for a level being called Fun Sky Blue, the colors are a little bit muted, unfortunately. Alright, let's reset the form. And would you look at that? In my spreadsheet that I use, I have 563 responses. In the actual form, which has been unfiltered, there's 659 responses. That's crazy. That there's so many form spammers. You people are very desperate for your level to get played. Like, look at this. 9 responses? Seriously? 8 responses? 5 responses? 5 responses? 5 responses? Come on now. Alright. Form. Reset. Alright, we're gonna roll these first 10. And we get number 9, which is Kriko. So do you resubmit? Yes, you do. What is this? I don't know what's happening. Is this the coin route or is this the regular route? I'm not going to get the coin just in case. Oh, no, you do have to click that. Okay. That's interesting. I will say this level has a pretty good masking effect. Hello, dude. I feel like not enough levels do this nowadays. Like, it used to be such a popular thing in 2.0 and in early 2.1, like masking colors and stuff. Like, especially like with optical levels. Like, optical did the color masking thing extremely well. Kind of miss those types of modern levels, not gonna lie. Nowadays it's like, alright, what type of art do you want to have in your level? Like, what type of astrolith like deco do you want in your level? Like, the amount of astrolith looking levels that have come out since that level came out and got the mythic, kind of crazy. Why is the PG Club stuff cat in there, dude? It's an interesting level. I feel like the parts that are not the main part are a little bit empty. Like this part right here. I feel like some color changes would be nice. But this part's pretty cool, actually. I like it. So I'll send it for a rate. Alright. 185. And we get number 21. $21 could be me, never mind. I like this song. The song that this level uses. It's a good song. I like the area movement as well. I feel like there could be some more pulsing. This part's pretty cool though. Maybe the background could be a little less static. And maybe some of these block designs, like here, like these hexagons down here, they're pretty, like they're a good way to fill up the space. But there are some instances like here where it's just like nothing really going on. So maybe something there could be a good fill in the space a little bit. Yeah, it's a decent level. No rating. Fine then. I won't submit it then. No. I'll take a 4-star. And I think that's fine enough for a star rate. Thank you for playing Happy Steam. You're welcome. What's my favorite Fentanyl song? Bro, I could not tell you. I don't even know any other songs. Like, I'm sure like if I were to listen to one, I would know it. But like, Fentanyl is one of those artists that I just, I got no clue. 213. 201. Team A, go to song choice. It seems like a Dory-Bay basic level. I don't mind it. 10%. I like these colors actually. This gradient in the background is actually pretty nice. Same with the gradient on the ball designs. Oh. I did not think that was going to be a platform that you gotta land on. Seems like a portal. While I do like the contrasting colors here, some more substance in the background, I think, would be nice. Because it's just the little arrow right here, that little circle. And not much else, unfortunately. Very interesting camera movement into the beginning of the drop here. And looks like we have some unchecked hitboxes. Alright. So I'll maybe go through and look for secret ways. Because it seems like this level has got a decent amount of them. I'm not sure what happened to my other cube. I'm not sure why it's not there. Do you guys remember that bug in 2.1 where your duel would not show up? I hated that so much. Okay, that's a crazy jump to have the player do. And you gotta hold through there? Come on now. Oh my god, I'm jumping over it. Lord, there we go. This level has some decent ideas. I feel like it's a little too all over the place, and it definitely needs some playtesting done. There were a lot of skips. But I would honestly think that this is the best part of the level, mainly for the colors. Like, these colors are really nice contrasting colors, and you got really good gradient going on here. Oh yeah. 8 stars, I agree. Okay, next. 246. 148. And we have an extreme demon. Okay. Extreme memory mix. Who's my favorite underrated creator? I honestly could not tell you. Hey, Nightshade, I have a part in that level. This is cool. This is a good way to do these like ultimate demon mix like levels, where it's like there's a decent amount of like you're starting off with the base level, but then you kind of reskin it. It's a good way to do it. It is hollow, hollow. My favorite underrated creators are Spoiler and Duck NGL. The self glaze is crazy. I was at the end. I honestly felt like there was going to be a little bit more. I don't know why. Okay, let's see what type of levels we got in here. Yeah, there's some good levels in here. I like that. Good stuff. I have no shame. Yeah, cool stuff. Definitely a good way to do an Ultimate Demon Mix level nowadays. 261. 159. Pancake GD. Nope. Whatever. Why does that happen? I don't know where the second song goes. That's weird. Gameplay may alter on different runs. Okay. Organ Sprite song. Oh yeah, this is that level. Or that song. It's a very good song. And I think IVTL did get robbed with the feature. But that's just me. Seems like we got some randomized gameplay too. Cool to see. Got some neat art here. I like these. Oh, so like the black orbs and everything, like right here, are like the gameplay of like a different run. Okay. That's a neat way of doing it. Like it's kind of hard to be able to do that unless you have like a simpler style, because it can get pretty messy doing that. This is cool though. I like a lot of these arts. This level definitely has like some good vibes in it. So, and a good sense of parallax too. Ooh, nice colors. Hell no, why is there feet? Very cool stuff. The hand's coming for us, guys. Watch out. Pretty cool. Not sure what the other song here is that's not working, but that's fine. What is that? Sorry, the two songs is a bug. Yeah. I'll send it. There were some highlights in the level, but I feel like the overall level is kind of simple. Not sure. What do you guys think? Rate or feature? I'm kind of leaning towards just a rate. Seeing a lot of features. Seeing a couple no sense. I think seeing the features in the no sense balances it out to a rate. Godlike, true. Should have sent it. $277. Number 5. Let's get it. Don't touch these. Nope. Lots of timing so far. Whoa. It's just changed. Hopefully the stream can see us. I'm not really the biggest fan of when levels do this, where it's just like, alright, let's go out through the bottom of the screen and then reappear at the top. I don't like it when levels do that, realistically. Like, it's done so often. Also, this is just like shader spam. I clicked the order, bro. There's a lot of inputs in that section. Not the biggest fan of these colors. They're kind of like muted. You like them in that one Pac level. And Ron, yeah, I will say the way that Ron does it, it's actually a decent way. But a lot of levels just like do it for the sake of doing it. Like, there's not much intention behind it. I think I'll send it for a star rate. Okay. Next up, we have 290 requests. And we roll 219. Who's my favorite music artist? Probably Dietic. Someone who I wish was on Newgrounds badly, because I would definitely use a lot of their songs. I guess behind that, Temanite's up there. This one's got some interesting vibes, but it is a little empty at parts. I did like the rainbow effects going on within the blocks. I think that's a cool way of doing it. But unfortunately, this level didn't really have that much variety. Like, this is a separate part of the song than what we just went through, but it's still using the same designs. So I feel like some more original designs in that portion could be in order. I think I'll probably pass on it just because I mean, the beginning part over here as well. I don't know. Not the biggest fan of this part. It's just kind of empty. And then this part as well. It being slow kind of hurts it actually. So some variety there would be nice. And it's just kind of slow. Also, it uses this song, which has been used a million times, so there's also that. But I'm not gonna hold it against it. 294, 260. What is this? To all the people laughing at every no rate, I sincerely hope y'all get no sense. Are people laughing? That's actually kind of sad. And like, I'm just going to say this off of experience. Most of the people who laugh at other creators getting no sense, they make pretty bad levels that will also not get a send. It's just kind of a trend that way. I really like the rain particles in the background here. I'm not sure why my wave was not centered there. Whoops. I was not looking at the screen then. This level's got some good intensity. Unfortunately, it's just kind of empty in the background. Like, you got the particles here, which is nice, but I feel like a secondary layer in the background is in order. And it doesn't really sync with the song. Also, that's a weird name to put for your level. I'm not sure why you would choose that to be your level name. Yeah, I feel like if it was less empty, especially at the end, I might have sent it for a rate, but with it being that empty, it just kind of doesn't do it for me. $2.99. What's this song? The one that's playing? It's called Echoes by LFZ. We roll number 17. Bird machine lands using heartbeat. Interesting. Let's go. I actually quite like the sunset effect using that part. Although it is kind of, this level is kind of just like your standard HAL level. Nothing too original, unfortunately. This part looks cool though. Definitely like the going back and forth between there being a silhouetted block design and then the background going black, making the outline show up. That's pretty neat. This part kind of feels out of place, not gonna lie. With the rest of the level being just straight red. I don't know. Maybe there's some sort of progression aspect within this level that I've not picked up yet. It is very hard to see this part. Nice. It's a neat way of doing the heart rate monitors here. Our final jump, apparently. As cool as this level is with its effects, I feel like there could have been a little bit more done with the colors. I don't know. I'm just not really the biggest fan of like these just straight up red levels. Like I feel like some more color work could have been done there. $3.12. Somebody just requested a level and it got deleted because it was a duplicate. Imagine. I got no time. I got no time to live. That was a blind spike and a half, dude. Already this gameplay is not doing itself any favors. Well, definitely work on your transitions. Okay. It's just kind of hard to see the transitions when like the camera like just juts forward like that. Like when is this transition? The deco is very simple, like almost to the point where you can't really call this deco, but it's not layout blocks, so you can call it deco. All right. Some decent ideas, but I feel like the camera work, the transitions, and the general lack of a lot of deco doesn't do enough justice for me. Also, my screen just decided to freeze, so let me fix that real quick. There we go. Okay, next. 320. 315. Ooh, go to song choice. Okay. I like the area scale and fade in the backgrounds. I feel like the block designs could have maybe one more level of detail, and something in the ground would be nice. Like just some like pattern, just to make it a little less empty. Not sure how I feel about these colors. I feel like the background is a little bit too bright for the block design colors, or vice versa. These colors are much better. I'll say that. I feel like I saw this in Tri-Civil stream as well the other day. Or maybe that's Jay Shadow. I don't know. I've seen this in another stream, I'll say that. Because I remember that UFO part. It's a bit short too, with this being the ending. Yeah, I feel like this part at the end, after that UFO part, is a little bit too simple. Alright, let's get rid of the grid and my position. Like, it's this background and, like, there's not much structuring, unfortunately. Like, these colors as well. The background's a little bit too bright for this color of green that you have. Especially this right here. I don't know. I just feel like this color just doesn't really work that well. But this part was decent. Just needed something down here in the ground and something in the block design right there. I like the area move and fade, or the area scale and fade you use there. $325. Well, I see the goalers just went in and requested the level he just probably finished. Number 14. Alright, what do we got? Phantom X. 2 stars. One point level. One point levels are cool in some cases. Like, these definitely feel like more on the Rob Top side of 1.0 levels. But I feel like I don't know. I feel like they're kind of like out of their time for them to be rated. This part's cool though. I like it. No! Okay. I fell for it. What does the ending look like? Okay, yeah, if you drop down there, yep, cool. And then you hit that. Okay. But yeah. Inspired by every end. Interesting. Yeah, for me, I think I'll pass on this. Just because for a level to be a 1.0 level, it just needs a little bit more detail, in my opinion. $328. $244. Expectations not met. All right. Ooh, this looks decent. Some interesting timings though. What? Okay. I feel like some more pulses would be nice in this part, because this is the drop part. Like, it does have the occasional, like, radio blur pulse. I feel like a little bit more could be done. Some interesting gameplay. Not too bad. Probably send it for a rate because there are some parts of the structuring that I wasn't the biggest fan of. But I would not be surprised if Rob were to feature that. Excuse me. 332. 326. Whoa. Jump there. Decent atmosphere in this level so far. The song that this level uses though is like some ambient piece. Like it's just like a drone in the background. It's just weird. Not sure if this is supposed to be like a black hole or something that we're near. I don't know. I thought I was going to be holding down the entire way there, but nope. Fairly interesting designs. Gameplay is a bit odd at some points, though. Ooh, it's cool actually. Big skull. Do I avoid it or I go through it? You go through it. I'm not sure if those are like sound effects in the background. Let me see. Okay, yeah, gotcha. There's sound effects in the background of this level. That's like just a loud rumbling. So I wasn't sure. Oh, don't hit that. I like that jellyfish. This level's got some neat plot design ideas. Like I've said a lot on today's stream, I just feel like the structuring could use some work, because a lot of the plot designs are like 1x1, 1x2, stuff like that. Like these plot designs put in a much larger structure, I think it'd be really cool. And like this ground, I feel like there could have been a little bit more detail put inside of it. Cool end screen. I like that. Hopefully it's original. Cool ideas. What does your other level look like? Just want to see real quick. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, the gameplay unfortunately just kind of brings it back for me. The deck was really cool. Some of the structuring is, like I said earlier, limited. It limits itself to 1x1 and 1x2 blocks, which kind of takes away. It just kind of seems empty when it's not. Like let's find some examples. Like these plot designs right here, like this grid pattern, it's pretty good, but like it's once again limited to like 1x1 blocks. This part was pretty decent, actually. It looks a bit messy in the editor. But when you actually play the level, it's pretty decent. This part was nice. Good job on using these objects for the spikes. I can't find it, but using the animated objects on a single frame. Good knowledge on using that. But yeah, the ground here it could use a little bit more detail, like it being just a flat white. Like I'm assuming these are clouds, but a little bit more of these right here, so at different hue values, would be nice. The background here is nice. I'm not sure where it is, but feel like the gameplay kind of solidifies it in a star rate send for me. That's a demon, right? Yes. How long left we got? About 14 minutes? All right. 343. 285. Another demon level. You know, I've seen this in the sent tab a million times. So let's see what it's about. Stars Wild. Play the level. You'll get what I mean by star rate. Gameplay matters. People need to realize that gameplay matters. Really cool transition there. Some decent designs here. Good structuring. Feel like the colors here could have been altered a little bit. I like this much more. I'm glad that you changed it there. Burst shooting at us. It's cool though. I like this. Not sure why I jumped there. Come on now. I'll say I probably like these parts a little bit more than the drop portions. I feel like the colors are done better. These colors could have had a little bit more. Like, if you were to change some of the values, I think it would sell depth a lot more. I feel like it was just a little bit too bright in that previous section. What is that? What is this? This is interesting. Bro just got abducted, or did he ascended? Okay. I feel like the level could have done without sound effects, especially in this boss fight section. God, there's a lot of sound effects. Pretty good though. I like that a lot. When did Rob Touchers tweet? Oh, just new all-time player peak. Bro just got juked so badly, and he's about to get flung all throughout space. See ya, dude. He gets blasted too. And that's just insult to injury. This is a very long end sequence, bro. By the way, can we be friends? Nice. I like that. I like that a lot. I feel like an easy demon, yeah. Very funny. I like the vibes that this level got. It using memes as a song is you know, it makes sense. So easy epic in my eyes. I feel like for it to be legendary, there could have been a little bit more color work done throughout the level, like I was talking about when we were playing it. 348. Yeah, that end sequence is pretty funny. Good job on the creator for doing that. Goated song. All right. Interesting gameplay there. An interesting way to use pads as like a failsafe for making players do the gameplay properly. Typically it's just toggle orbs, so I think these being like spider pads, it's an interesting way to do it. Whoops. I do still feel like this level is a little bit empty on the deco side. Excuse me. Gameplay's not bad though. This part's cool. I like this. Oh, what? There we go. I will say this level kind of got better as it went on. Oh, a little bit too much on that jump. Maybe these block designs could have had a little bit more to them. I jumped. Come on. There we go. Not bad. Third level so far. That's actually pretty decent for your third level. Don't tell me Rob is fixing the servers right now. Come on, Rob. Let me see if yeah, something's going on. Yep, we're back. Yeah, I definitely feel like the latter half of the level does pick up in a good way. So I think that's good enough for a rate in my eyes. 356. 247. I haven't heard this song in a while either. Good work with the area movement. I like that. Background's not too empty either. I like the shadows of where the blocks are about to go. Not the biggest fan of this color scheme. Maybe if the red like was more like a contrasting, like a cyan or a green color. These are a lot of particles, bro. This part is unfortunately a bit empty. It's really lacking a background. I do like the vibes of this part though. It's one of the cases where like the flashing colors thing is not bad. Like it's done in a way that doesn't like do it, that just makes it like it's just there for the sake of it. I don't know why it was so hard to get out. Yeah, I do agree with what Sweet Sin said about the song rep and everything. Let me play through the beginning again. Am I going to do another reset? Nah. I'm ending at the 2-hour mark of this stream, so I don't think that there's a necessity for a reset. Yeah, it's mainly these colors that throw me off. And then this part just kind of needs a background. I'm surprised I survived that. But this part at the end... Okay. This part at the end, I quite enjoyed. I thought it was pretty good. So I think that's another rate. $357. $291. I'm just stalling. What? No, I was playing through the level again to see what the beginning of the level looked like. First space level I've gotten in a while. Not bad. That that shockwave effect was a bit delayed. What? Oh, we're getting abducted. That's cool that it forces you up. I like that a lot. I like the text on that end screen. The universe text. It's pretty good. Yeah, some neat ideas, some neat texturing. I just feel like it just kind of needs to be leveled up a bit. So I think a rate is still fine though. Okay, next up. Well, it is 2 hours in, so I think I'll be playing one more level. Or, you know what, how about this? I'll go until I send another level. So that could be another 10 minutes, that could be this next level. 360. Matthew Reyes, you just got very lucky. Pretty good stuff so far. I like this atmosphere, I like these block designs. I like the integration of the pixel blocks to these standard block designs. I really like these colors. Whoops. A little bit of a timing there. I feel like that collectible is a bit easy to get, so if that's for a coin, that's an easy coin. It is. Is that supposed to be quicksand or lava? Because if it's quicksand, it's good, but if it's lava, that's a very dull lava. Gameplay is interesting. I feel like some more pulse work would be nice here. The colors themselves are already good, but I feel like the intensity of the song is not really represented well. Okay, that's an evil triple spike, dude. It doesn't even sync with the song. Yeah, not bad. Definitely a demon, like an easy demon. The colors at the beginning, like this first part, it's actually pretty good, you know? And then like towards the end, I will agree with a couple people in chat saying that it did kind of fall off. But like the beginning, like up through this part as well, really good. I liked this part too. And then here it kind of dips in quality a tiny bit. Oh god. And then here, this is the drop portion, and it just kind of loses a lot of its intensity, unfortunately. The block design is still pretty good, but the intensity really just, it kind of just goes out the window. So I think a rate is sufficient. Why can't people in chat be happy for other people's levels? Like, where are the supportive people? The supportive people are all staying quiet. Because, you know, typically the people in chat being loud about a level are not saying good things about it. Because more often than not, the loud people are the negative people. It's just a thing with the internet nowadays. I don't know why. But yeah. Alright. That is it for this stream. Appreciate everybody for coming out. And yeah. I'm probably going to start streaming a little bit more because I haven't been doing that recently. So I'll probably try to stream at least once a week. We'll say that. That would be nice. Have a nice morning, day, afternoon, evening, night. Well, it's 4:37 p.m. for you right now, so it'll be the evening for me, so yeah. Alright, see you guys.